Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs, and our show is business, Central Valley business, Central Valley events, cool things going on in the Central Valley. And there's so many things going on that we don't even know about. So we invite different guests in to just tell us what's going on in their industry, in their business, and just to let you know, they're out there doing it. Our guest is Rich. I never can say your name. Mostert?
Mostert, you got it right. Okay. Mike, congratulations.
Well, thank you. We've been doing this 2008. You've been on quite a few times
since
over
2008.
Yeah. Now, does the company name change when you come? Valley Community
Small Business Development Center, or SBDC.
Okay. And that is, sponsored right now by Clovis Community.
Right. SBDCs, or Small Business Development Centers, have to have a host that basically provides them with the support they need to do the actual work. And we were very lucky about 5 years ago to have Clovis Community College become our host.
Yeah. Now, and you don't serve just Clovis. Tell everyone how
No,
you serve.
We have the largest small business development center in the entire 14-county SBA region. We cover Fresno, Madera, Tulare, and Kings counties out of our beautiful office on the Herndon campus.
Now tell me, who would need you? Who do you serve?
Well, again, we are so non-denominational. We try to help everybody, but it really boils down to we try to help folks who want to start, grow, expand, or strengthen their business. And, starting, we have everything from startup training to business plan training. Growing, we help with financing a great deal. In fact, we're about to become a center for financial excellence. We work with all of the different levels of lenders and funders and help small businesses identify and know how they can go for financing. We have another number of different ways to strengthen or expand a business, and that's through either grow through marketing channels, new ways of selling, new contracts, new clients. We have some emphasis on exporting, which is coming around now finally after years of not having great luck with that. It looks like the economy's turning around where that's becoming more of a viable option for small business. And we help with procurement as well. And by procurement, most people think, federal contracting, which is great, the largest buyer in the world. But there are other levels that we try to concentrate, especially for the newer businesses, because they're just not going to have the capacity to go for a multi-million-dollar contract with the federal government, but they can sell to their local school districts. They can sell.
That's a big market too.
Very big market. They can sell to local anchor tenants like hospital systems or even large employers. We help them find out how to do that, as well as city, county, and state contracting as well. So we kind of run the full gamut. And then the last part, and especially under the strengthen side of things, is everybody has problems once in a while, and we do our best to help address issues and needs. And I'll tell you, Mike, we cut our teeth during the pandemic.
I was going to say, just a couple of years ago, we were going along good. Since 2008, overnight, we were out of business.
Right, and it was basically about 2.5 years working from home with, I have amazing consultants and staff, just phenomenal. But we were the lead agency trying to get people to get the funding, the help, the assistance, the counseling they needed just to survive.
I tell you, because of COVID, we now do these Zoom calls, which we hadn't even heard of Zoom before. Right. I just did a call with an author in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I did one in Kiev yesterday, one in India last week, and it's just great. We're nationwide now because of COVID.
Well, there was a silver lining to the pandemic. I will tell you, like you said, it forced us all to get much more technology savvy. Which, again, I was one of the resistors. I'll be the first to admit I like talking to people in person. But the truth is, opening up the Zoom capacity, especially with the kind of service delivery we have in terms of one-on-one consulting, works just as well through a Zoom call as it does in person. And it allows us to really serve our clients better because it's not geographically limited.
I can't tell you how many people I know who are still working from home. The company likes it. They like it.
And there are a lot of people who never want to change that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping we get to a happy median between the two.
Yeah. There's nothing like a live meeting. Just like this. Rich says, Mike, you want to do Zoom or you want me to come down? I said, please come down because, it's way better.
And this is more fun, by the way.
Way more fun. Now, I guess people could start, if they're curious, they could go to the website.
Right. And we have again, thank you, pandemic, we've modernized a lot of different things. But the best way, if you want some help for your small business, whether you're thinking about starting a business and you just want to run some ideas by somebody, or you're an existing business and you're struggling, or you're looking for financing, or you want to buy your building, or all kinds of different subject matters, just go to our website. It's on the screen, valleycommunitysbdc.com, and we have a magic green Get Started button. Hit that Get Started button, answer 5 questions, and you'll get a call from one of our staff to go over what your needs are and get you a counselor assigned.
How about this? If somebody's going to open a business, they're going to rent a building, they're going to occupy a building, maybe they ought to check with you first and ask some questions, get a counselor?
Well, and again, there's a line there, Mike. I'll never lie. I'm too old and too tired to lie about anything. But the bottom line is this. I should say before I go any further that everything we do is confidential and has no cost to the client.
Ah, nice.
It's all subsidized by the federal government.
People aren't paying you, writing checks for your
Oh,
services.
no.
Okay.
I have to go fundraise for all that part.
Nice.
So keep our doors open. But we have great funders with the SBA and GoBiz and other folks that we work with. So we're fine there. But if somebody has anything that gets to the point of being a legal or accounting question, just by being above board and honest, we would never do it, but it's also a conflict. We do not give out legal or accounting advice. Now, we can come up to a certain point and say, okay, here's what we know, here's the information you can use to make decisions, but if you're going to somebody and saying, well, should I sign this lease?
Yeah.
We can't tell
That's
you.
a legal thing.
That's a
That's a-
legal
yeah.
issue. If somebody says, "Well, what are the tax advantages of being a sole proprietorship versus an LLC?" That's an accountant's job.
Right.
And so we never step over that line. But you'd be amazed how many other questions we can answer, and help people get to the point where at least they have educated questions.
Yep.
And it saves them time and money to go to their professionals like accountants and attorneys and say, "Here's what I need to know," instead of saying, "Tell me about it."
The reason I ask that, somebody's about to rent a space, open a business. I've seen so many people do that, and I think, oh my goodness, why are they opening it there? What's their thought process? Well, they don't think of that. They think, hey, I've got this cool thing I do, and I'll just rent. Everybody will come to me, and I think, I wish you would have talked to someone.
Well, and that's, sometimes you get very nostalgic and you say, you can't fault people for passion,
Right.
but you can fault them for not planning.
Yeah.
And that's why it's really important. This is something we've been working on. I've been doing this for over 40 years now. That the bottom line is, before you start a business, do some planning. Whether you do a full-fledged formal business plan or talk to some people, whatever, think about that first. You don't know how many times over my career I've had people saying, "Hey, I've signed a lease that's going to cost me a ton of money. Now can I go for a loan?"
Yeah.
It doesn't work that
Yeah,
way.
it's a way backwards.
So we try to set people up, especially in our startup folks. We call them pre-venture clients. We really try to put them on the right path.
Yeah.
And at the same time, understand financing, because that's critical. You can get your lease, you can get your business started, but if you don't have the capital to
Right.
make it happen.
To maintain and sustain. That's
Oh,
now you
great
have an
saying.
event coming up.
I sure do. Every year we have National SBDC Day.
Nice.
And every year I've not done a good job of promoting that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to change that.
You're right here at Central Valley
That's
Talk
why
Business
I'm
and
here.
Place.
Well, the bottom line is we are really excited to say we have a National SBDC Day luncheon here in Fresno coming up on March 15th, 2023 at the Painted Table, formerly Tornino's.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be a really nice event. One of our struggles we've had for years, Mike, is we do so much work. We've exceeded our goals 5 years running. We help just over 1,000 clients a year
Oh, my
and
gosh.
more.
That's a lot.
But most people, when they talk to me, they go, "I've never heard of you. You're the best kept secret."
Yep.
I don't want us to be the best
don't wanna
kept
be a
secret
secret
anymore.
anymore.
So one of the steps we're taking is to have this event where it's going to be a really nice luncheon. Obviously, we do a lot of those, and people are happy to go out again. And we're going to talk about the state of the SBDC. We're going to give a year in review.
Nice.
Talk about what we've done. We're going to have some awards for some of our small businesses that we've helped throughout the 4 counties. And then we're going to turn around and have a keynote speaker talk about what's next, what's going on. And we're going to make it nice and not a 6-hour event, about an hour and a half. And
The people should get a ticket or a reservation or
right. If anybody's interested, my email's there. They can let me know. But one of the things I'm trying to do, and it's not always the funnest thing you do as a director of a program, but we are looking for sponsors. And I have a sponsorship package that's made up that gives you the different levels. We have sponsorship levels from $500 to $10,000. And each one gives you some sort of notoriety or credibility or exposure to our small business community, and I'd be happy to send that out to anybody or discuss it over the phone. We're about halfway to our goal.
Will
right
they
now.
find information on that on your website?
Our website's being built as we speak
as
to
we speak.
accommodate that.
But that's where it's going to be, the CommunitySBDC.com.
Yeah, and probably the best thing to do, just for the sake of expediency, if anybody's interested in being a sponsor, feel free to reach out to me, send me an email, and I'll get back to you right away.
As you can see, I'm clicking all the things here. I'm not ignoring Rich, but anyway, we're way out of time. I want to talk to you for hours about this, but we can't. But anything else our viewers should know?
And again, 2023 is going to be a fantastic year for everybody. Let's go ahead and move forward.
Let's make business in the Valley.
In the Valley.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this.